traffic to your lobby. Tristan, he got shot. Blues up in my wallet. If I like it, then I hold up, check me out. Hold up. Forget the bridge we done built this time. I let him had to count me out. When now what's the word? Count me out. Now count me in. Oh, I'm hot. Sizzling.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game. Second down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Breaks a tackle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal. Wentz taken in by Pascal out left. Touchdown! Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Deshawn Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Hines. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshawn Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things. And
the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down in... to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal on the 6-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wentz going to lead for Taylor on the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Wentz to Doyle there, 1st down Colts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now a play fake. Wentz escaping the pressure right. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is the logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown, Texans. It's another touchdown pass for Deshawn Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious.
And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On first down, Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Into the red zone, Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Wentz on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Smith to return it.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Another one caught by Collins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And those are the types of plays that Kenny Moore wants to make more of because he's really starting to make a name for himself, and many know him as a terrific blitzer from the nickelback position. Undrafted out of Valdosta State, he is a ball hawk as well, and he led the Colts with 4 picks in 2020.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And Pasco's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Called that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When the season began, the Colts went through a 3-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, 3rd most by a running back in the NFL.
Left side, Doyle with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Again, it's Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This is Hines. Escapes the defender. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wentz going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a timeout, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Watson on 1st down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Watson. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Houston.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Taylor. Shreds the tackle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here's Smith to return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grover Stewart in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here's Smith to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But Charles